I believe it's gone live. Good morning, all, and welcome to what I'm going to call JB Airways, in which we are having a little bit of. It's going to be a nice conversational stream whilst we're watching the what we are expecting to be the Gabriel Gudmundsson flight into Leeds. Now, this flight is going to be lifting off in about 4 minutes' time, which should be absolutely wonderful. Setting off from Lille in the north of France before ending up in Leeds, specifically Leeds Bradford Airport. Now, I will be your cabin crew right now, which is lovely, which is quite nice. If I can find the right thing, there we go. Is it that one? It's that one. Okay. And I'm gonna take you around the plane before we get into everything. Specifically, I'm a bit quiet. Oh, that's weird. Why is that? Okay. I may need to faff if that's okay. It's not gonna be the filters. Is it gonna be the filters, or am I just gonna have to bump up my settings? I don't know. I don't know how I can fix that, but I'll speak a little bit louder, and hopefully that'll do the job. Or I'll just move the microphone like up to my face, so that'll do it. Specifically, I've got a few different like setup things that I've changed, which is quite nice. We have a fun little. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna have to faff around with some things. That's not meant to be monitor 1. That's meant to be monitor 2. I'm convinced I set that up as monitor 2. Right, okay, copy. And is that on exterior? Yes, interior. Also monitor 2. Okay, cool. So we've got this fun little. I've done like a plain interior thing. Look at this. This is nice, isn't it? Look, I'm a pilot now, and I've got that one is still broken. There we go. I've got like the outside as well, which is still in this nice little plain thing. I've set up a green screen specifically for this stream, which I thought would be quite fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Right, where's this plane at? I don't know yet. I don't know how to get onto one specific plane before it takes off. Didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Go back to it. Yeah, we'll be in a Cessna Citation CJ1 Plus today, which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Our estimated departure is currently 11:05 a.m. However, that is in French time, specifically Central European time, as opposed to UK time. We'll be landing back in the United Kingdom at approximately 11:02 a.m., which should be quite fun. It's going to be a long, chill stream, so if you guys are fancying that, it's going to be sort of full, like, talk radio mode, I suppose. So in about 5 minutes, yes, that's the estimation. It was scheduled to set off at 11 a.m. on the dot, which I was like, what do I do with the pre-show? I don't know. Do I do a long one? Do I do a short one? Let's find out. I'm not certain, but here we are. One of the fun things that I've done, right, is because if I use this as my example plane, if I go to 3D view, right, this is what we'll be looking at for the majority of the flight, right? But what you can do is you can go to this, which is like an onboard view, and if I, it's like I'm doing it. It's great. Sorry, I figured there wasn't enough, like, how do I phrase it? There hasn't been enough fun and weird stuff going on in this transfer window yet, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do a full bizarre jet watchy stream. That should be quite fun. Right, let's go to Stream Deck. Let's unbreak something. That shouldn't be exterior. That should be exterior. And then if I do this, there we go. And I've done it so it like animates and everything. Look, it doesn't just like smash cut from one to the other. It like grows and shrinks. I'm so happy with this. And I've done similar for these ones, so everything moves about and stuff, which is nice. I like it. Right, let's go back to exterior. There we go. I'm very, very proud of how this weird little stream idea is coming together. Right, we are still waiting on the departure. Are we? Where's it? The fuck's it gone? Where's my plane gone? Where is it? Is it? Okay, it's still there as scheduled. Do you mind lifting off? That would be nice. Hold on. Okay, that one has a live tag on it. That one has a live tag on it. This one doesn't. This is weird. Where's it gone? Will the trolley dollies come round every 5 minutes? I don't believe so. Because then I would be needing to do house calls, and that's a little bit weird. I just landed 5 minutes ago from Stockholm. What, the one in Lille? Was it? Was that down as arrivals as well? Let's have a look. Where the fuck's Lille gone? There it is. Arrivals. Load earlier flights. It has literally just arrived, hasn't it? Which means that we may be facing some minor delays to the flight. Right, departures. It is looking suspiciously not there, isn't it? Which is a bit weird. Are we really doing this? Yeah, I didn't have an idea of what to do for a stream today. I wasn't expecting a lot of news to happen today, so I'm literally just doing this stream as it's a fun thing to do on a Sunday morning, which sod it, if it might as well. Plus, this way, you don't get to accuse me of having what was it? Come on, words. That was it. You don't get to accuse me of having substitute teacher vibes anymore. Because I'm a pilot now. So there we go. That makes everything significantly more valid, doesn't it? Live means it's set off. Yeah, but I want the little one to set off. Wait, hang on. That's an idea. Lille Airport. Camera. Webcams around Lille Airport. Haha. No. Are there no live webcams at Lille Airport? Because that would be really convenient. Is Bamba Dieng on the plane? That'd be nice. Linked again to Frank Honora. Are we? I hadn't seen that, but it's good to know. Also, yes, Danny has just reminded me. If you haven't, go to the description as soon as possible. Let's go to my interior shot. There we go. This took me like half an hour to put together. This is great. Yeah, go to the description. You see the bit where it says Leeds Creator Cup tickets. Get some tickets. It's £7 for adults. It's £3 for kids. On the 20th of July, kickoff is at 1 PM. Gates are opening at 11:30. There's going to be a bar open, so even if you don't care that much about the football, you can have a pint That'd be quite nice. And it's all in aid of Prostate Cancer UK. Anything that you spend on the Creator Cup website is going directly to Prostate Cancer UK. All of the costs and stuff are being covered by sponsors and by me. So be wonderful to see as many people as possible there, because it's going to be a fantastic event and I've got a lot of very, very fun things planned for the day. If you're not buying a new Leeds shirt, buy a Creator Cup ticket. That's a good question. Hold on. If I visit Leeds United shop. Late arriving probably has to get a new time slot. I swear to God, if I need to delay this damn stream, I'm going to flip. Oh, I knew it was a big number. But you can get 10 Creator Cup tickets for one Leeds United home shirt. Just saying. It might be a slightly better investment for you. But yeah, that's also subscribe and stuff, because for every subscriber that I've got full time during the charity match, I will give another 1p to Prostate Cancer UK. Currently that figure is set at something like £63.70 or something, but you can make things significantly more financially difficult for me in the next few months by doing so, which would be very, very kind of you. Do we watch a completely different plane if this one isn't going on at the moment? Is that what we do? Plus we'll need to refuel as it's going Norway, I think, after it's been delayed. Are we selling someone to Norway? We're not. I just, Also a flight coming in from Salzburg at 4 p.m. private jet company. Now you see, I'm not going to be doing that one purely for the reason that... Wait, is there? No, there's not. Oh, at 2:51 p.m. there is. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that one purely for the reason that the Formula One's on later. Can't hugely be too bothered with it. Right, let's check Lille. It landed at 10:45. How long realistically does it take to turn a plane around? I think fairly quick, because they do it in the air all the time. So you never know. Do we definitely know it's him? I mean, we know that he's likely arriving in Leeds today. We tend to use Leeds Bradford because it's a very convenient nearby airport. And in addition to that, it's the only flight in from Lille, which makes sense. Like, there's Nice, but Nice is nowhere near Lille. Everything adds up to it being this boy right here. And it's just a little bit annoying that it's not going as live, because it's, I wonder how much these private flights cost. Let's find out whilst we're waiting for Lille Airport to get its shit together. Let's have a look. I'm going to take us back to the exterior view. I'm going to make me a bit bigger, actually. No, that's not me. That's the cockpit. There we go. Bosh. This is such a stupid stream idea. Right. Private jet costs. Calculator. There we go. So, if I were to be chartering a flight from Lille, no options found matching Lille. That's good. What's the name of the airport? LIL. Nope, that is... Is that only American ones? No, it just doesn't have Lille in it. Okay, that's fun. So I can go to Leeds Bradford. Where is similar to Lille? Shall we say Brussels? Brussels is close. Departure date. We'll say tomorrow. We'll say it's a last minute booking. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I say that, like, it's expensive still. But 10 to 14 grand because it's a fairly short term, like, arranged one. Or you can get a heavy jet with 10 to 18 seats for 19 to 25 grand. Ooh. Which isn't quite what I expected, but that's fair enough. That's all good, you know? Right, Leal, do we have any updates, Mr. Leal? Because I would very much like to get going with the day. This was just going to be an hour-long stream that was going to get things going. It's going to be nice. That's affordable. I mean, for a football club, yes. For people, probably not. How much for an Uber from Leal? Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have a look. Uber. Log in. I mean, we could always track the one that's a net jets to London, but that feels different. Bloody plane. Was it only a 2? Yeah, it's not a 2-minute flight. It's 11 in France. It's 10 in the UK. And the 4-digit code sent to my email address. Oh, okay. If the time's from UTC, then it's only 9:13 now. I don't think it is UTC. It's local time, as you can see up here. So, for example, 11:13. Don't worry, I've not gone 2 hours early. Imagine though. We still don't have a departure time for our Lily boy, which is a little bit of a shame. Because this was such a nicely planned out stream. I was up at 2 in the morning doing these various like graphic-y bits. But it seems like I've been kerfuffled, which is no fun. Could be flying from Paris, which has a flight schedule to Newcastle, Sunderland, better not have. Imagine. Right, let's have a look. How much would... Hang on, for some reason it's making me set up an account with Uber. I already have an account with Uber, but... Right, what if we're going from Lille, France to Elland Road? We'll say to the park and ride, just because that's easier. Let's have a look at prices. There was an error. I broke it immediately. Right, so we'll try and arrange it for 2 days' time. Apparently it'll only take 5 hours in a car, which is quite nice. 11:25 is the new ETD. Estimated time of departure? Is it? Because I'm still not seeing it. Let's have a look at the arrivals. No, I've not seen anything. Well, I'll F5 it to see if refreshing it does anything. I've scared it. I've spooked it. I've knacked it. I'm still not seeing it. Bugger. Got Lille Airport. I am at Lille Airport. It's off my end. It's not scheduled at 11:25. Ah. Am I the problem? Go on the original flight. How do you mean the original flight? Right, you. Flight info. Give me your flight information plane. Someone's been seen getting off a plane. Oh, no. It's weird seeing all the places these planes fly in at. Anyway, that's not important. Right. Good morning, people. Love these streams. Thank you very much, Darren. They're very silly streams, but that's kind of the point. I think we get a little bit too serious sometimes. If I load earlier flights, does it work then? No. Yes. Okay. There we go. We've got an estimated departure of 11:25. That's all good. I see it now. Which means that I'll take about an hour. We're going till like 11:30, ladies and gentlemen. Remember when in the pre-stream bit, and there were about 40 of you here at this point, I was like, you know what? I'll extend it out a little bit. We can wait. I don't want a pre-show thing that's a little bit too long. And then here we are. Gudmundsson's stuck at this Starbucks queue. If he is, I don't want him. Because he's mildly... What's the word? Come on, brain. There it is. He's mildly inconvenienced me today. So we did this with Tanaka and that turned out well enough. It did. This is why I'm doing it again. Because it was one of my favourite streams to do last year, and it didn't even do particularly big numbers. It was a fun little vibe. It was the day that I crossed over 5,000 subscribers. So I figured we'd do it again, because it'd be quite nice. Can I watch the Critic Cup on YouTube in the Netherlands? Indeed you can. I will be streaming it on my channel. And I've had like proper professional calls and stuff with the production people, and it's going to be a really, really good vibe. It's going to be fantastic. I've got a lot of fun stuff prepared, and that'll be fun. Have I tweeted the stream? I have not tweeted this stream. No, I don't tend to tweet my streams out and stuff, because if I do, then it feels a little bit overly advertising, you know? Like you're sort of shilling, and it's like, yeah. One went to whole Baloomy. What? Why are we on Baloomy now? Well, let's shift that there. Let's get to 6.5k subs. I hope so. Like the reason. Right, I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of like YouTube insight, and this is the weird stuff, right? The YouTube insight here is subscribers don't matter. I know. What matters is people's viewing habits when it comes to things being recommended. But subscribers, when they go up, it makes you feel good, and I'm not gonna deny this. It's like it's basically seen as like a vanity metric that doesn't actually matter, but the vibes are good, so it all works. Right, where's Leedsy boy? There's Leedsy boy. We're just waiting for him to go live now in about 6 minutes. But I figured I would take what is effectively like the vanity metric and turn it into something for good. So if the subscriber number goes up, then the amount that goes to Prostate Cancer UK goes up. And that is absolutely wonderful, and I like the idea of it. All about the vibes. Exactly. I mean, if we weren't doing the nice vibesy streams like this one, then what's the point? Like, the reason I do YouTubey things is to have a bit of fun. And if people are taking things way overly seriously, then it's eh. Rather than going into a panic and going into the doom spirals that everyone seems to around this time of year, and getting spooked and spooked and spooked and spooked and sort of screaming in fear because we've not signed a £30 million player yet, we could just do something silly on a Sunday morning and watch a plane land at Leeds Bradford Airport from Lille instead and have a nice chat with one another. I'm going to put me about there. I think that'll do. There's Jamie. Yeah. Okay. Jamie is what I like to call, I don't know, how do I phrase it? an increasingly professional troll. I say increasingly professional not because he's very good at it, but because he's very consistent at it. So you will see him doing so on my channel. You'll see him doing so on Joe's channel, on Jer's channel. Fun fact, the Leeds Creator Cup group chat that I put together, which is now basically just a place in which the various creators talk with one another. If there's someone that is especially like loud and annoying in the comments, someone will be like, "Are you guys also getting like comments from person?" And we basically had a conversation just about how like nothing that Jamie says is like serious ever, because is come on, you just sort of like scream things. You know the reason we can't attract any big names and are scrambling in the bargain basement. Fucking no one wants to play for him. That's why we're saying Division 2 nobodies. Have we signed anyone from Division 2? You know who was a Division 2 nobody? Autanaka. iRacing Shortcut sneakily sitting in the taskbar. Joe B Sim Racing stream when? I don't know. I'm considering doing one in the coming weeks. I just don't know when. I'm trying to work out the specifics on that one. Because I want it to be relevant-ish to everyone. So it may be something like, maybe not a iRacing stream, but if I instead go for something like a Euro Truck Simulator stream to Stockholm before the Scum match, that could be quite good. Yeah, Euro Trucking a sign-in, I think, would be quite good. Jamie's the Daily Mail of commenters. That's a good point. Jamie, did you actually know either of the two players Sunderland signed? That's a point. Diarra and Siddiqui. One, Siddiqui was playing in a lower division. Like, he was playing in the Belgian league, which is a worse division than Liga. Two, Diarra wasn't himself playing in a better division. Diarra was playing in the same division. The fact that they're just chucking money at players, that, to be clear, I am glad that we are not chucking money at, because that would have put a little bit more pressure on us. Yeah, I guess I was also crap then. Or is it not actually the case that bigger number is better person? Like, come on. Sunderland won't be able to field the team during AFCON at this, right? Yeah, I mean, just... Jammy, I'm gonna be questioning that one. My what? My whaty what of who? I... Okay, I'm gonna make this. This is now a hard and fast rule in this stream chat. If anyone again uses the term leathery teat of knowledge, you're immediately going in the timeout zone. Straight to jail. Immediately gone. No, we're not doing leathery teat of knowledge anymore. That one's banned. Because that was horrifying. Sorry, it's okay. Right, come on. We're at 25 past. Please get in the air. Like now. Jack, that's not better. Jack, please. John, I was just thinking that I've never heard of Diarra Siddiqui or the one they signed yesterday before this transfer window. Yeah, I mean, it's like... We always assume the worst case scenario, and it's never actually what's happening. We tend to be way more fine than we think we are. But people like that little doom spiral. People get a little bit familiar with it. Which is a little bit of a shame. What I am going to ask, right, and we did this last time, when we did the Tanaka one, and they're using a decoy plane. What would be the point in using a decoy plane? That doesn't feel like that would benefit anyone. Please don't say we're stuck behind the Ryanair plane to Fes, because that was meant to depart 10 minutes ago. Oh, shit. We're in a queue, aren't we? Wait, no, because the one to Bastia left. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Toulouse to Oslo. Right, load LA flights. We're still waiting on it. Calls, right, someone remember this. If I forget, call sign MCK308. Leeds flight is cancelled, has it? I don't believe it has. If it has, I'm going to be properly devastated because I've put a lot of work into this. No, it's still meant to be coming in. It's not set off yet, but it's meant to have. Oh, I like it. Decoy plane to fool the Geordies. What have you missed? You've not missed lots. The flight was meant to be setting off quite some time ago, but it arrived at a weird time from its prior flight, prior task, prior location, and we're just waiting on it to get going now. Apologies, we've all been sat taxiing on the runway. That could have been the sim racing stream. I could have found an airport map. I could have done Top Gear test track, and we all just like trundle around it at about 8 miles an hour because we're taxiing on the runway. We could have done something like that if I would have been like full of thought. But I don't do that. I don't really do thought. So here we are. Which keeper do you prefer? For me, Perry looks levels on his high right little. Best one, I believe, would have been Petrovic. Petrovic ain't going to be happening. Well, no, between Dakman and Petrovic, I was always leading Dakman because Dakman's numbers were a little bit better. He played less, but he had better numbers. Petrovic being gone. Oh, that was a fun hiccup. Being gone. Perry is a very, very, very good candidate. I prefer Perry to Ramsdale. I prefer Perry to Pope. So I think my list of preferences goes Dakman, Perry, Pope, Ramsdale. And then, for some reason, the player suggested by Jamie, Sam Johnston. Which is why I'm convinced he's not a real person. Perry's European experience. Yeah, exactly. Like, before people scream, like, Perry, we're just signing someone from the French League. French League shit. Like, no, that's not what's going on here. Come on. I'd rather Livakovic. Livakovic feels very, very difficult to sign, though, right? Unless I'm missing something here. Oh, I think I've got a tax document to fill out at some point. Let's have a look. Livakovic. I don't know, is it Fenerbahce? I mean, if Livakovic becomes available, then absolutely, because he's a very good player. But delays mean slots have to be found for departures and arrivals. It's like a big air traffic puzzle. It is. It's just a puzzle that I wish would get solved. Oh, what are you? VOE3KE. Please say you're not another setting off plane. No, you're a landing plane. That's fine. Croatia's keeper just left Fenerbahce. Is he on a free? What am I missing here? There's no way Livakovic is going on a free. Oh, yeah. Could be a Serie A job. Departure 11, arrival 11:02. Is it capable of warp drive? That'd be helpful. No, it's time zones doing their thing, which is difficult. But yeah, it's 11 Lille time. It was meant to be setting off. It has now missed its second estimated liftoff time, which is unfun. But we deal with it. The flight's not on the Lille departure list. It still is a bit. It's just as a reschedule of this. If they're dropping Gudmundsson off, then Melier gets back on it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see Melier sticking around though. It feels like Melier's time at Leeds is coming to a close, and it's probably the best possible time for that to be happening. The annoying thing right now is if it keeps being delayed, I may have to not stream this because I got a wife to get food for. I need to run other shops. So that makes it difficult. You're thinking Milinkovic-Savic. Are you? Yes, you're thinking Milinkovic-Savic. He is built like a brick shithouse. Why did that just refresh? Why has that got a star next to it? I don't know. Can we please sign a 25-year-old Nigel Martin? If you can find one, that'd be wonderful. Not like a footballer to be late or anything. Yeah, yeah. Footballer timings, you know? Right, let's have a quick look. Fresh. Air traffic control. Strikes. How long is the air traffic control strike? It's meant to be a 2-day strike, and I think we're past the end of their 2 days. So it should be okay. Good morning from Atlanta, USA, where it's 5:31 in the morning, and I'm tracking that Cessna citation. You're saying Discord. Hold on. I'll swip to this one for a second. Ah, you see how smooth it is? How silky it all is? How suave everything is? It's because I've got buttons for things now. There we go. What does that mean next to a flight time? Ooh, that means it's currently later at the departing airport than the expected departure time, and the flight is not yet active. While this may indicate a delay or cancellation. Hold on. I will, if I open that link, is it gonna... Right, okay, we're good. It may also be that departure info is not available or it's not yet reached one of our data sources. Okay. So basically this one's knacked. And I hope we're not waiting for this one to set off before this one sets off. Because this is the one that we need to set off. Hello, Evie. Loving the thumbnail for this video made me chuckle, which is not good for my health. I'm sorry. On that note, then maybe that stream that we discussed might not be, well, part of that stream might not be a good idea, because ideally there are chuckles. But I'm glad that you like the thumbnail. Again, that one, it wasn't the longest of edits, but it was quite hard to find a plane that was facing the right way. Because if I flipped it in the edit, it made it look a little bit weird. But yeah, I'm fairly happy with that thumbnail. Won't put it past Sunderland to get the flight divert to the northeast to get his signature. Why do we keep acting like Sunderland are this army of super spies? That's not the case. Right, let's load earlier flights again. It's still only estimated. Oh, don't actually be lifting. It is, isn't it? Yeah, the one to London setting off. Do we just watch that one instead? Oh, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, Chewy Backer. Which this is gonna do the noise for everybody. So sorry if you don't like the noise. Who has gifted memberships to Andy Peacock, to Oliver, to Black Badge, to Jim Howson, and to James Howe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Leel's a quiet airport. It's either waiting for a passenger or is ready and waiting for ATC slot. If the ATC slot could get a feckin' shift on, that'd be spectacular. But as Jason says as well, just pop a like on the stream. That'd be appreciated. Pushes it out a little bit more. Matthew, we are waiting for a plane to set off. Once the plane sets off, we can all be happy and we'll be making a little bit of process. Progress. There we go. That's all of the gifted ones gone through. Thoughts on Gudmundsson? From what I see, he looks decent, similar to Bogle, but a bit stronger in the tackle. Yes, but he's got a little bit less end product. But I think the defensive strength is more what we're looking for at the minute, which I'm not going to complain at, to be honest with you. I'll absolutely take that every day of the week. 336 of you in here, by the way. Thank you very much, guys. Sunderland, Leeds and Man U set to battle it out for a striker. Christian, who are you referring to? Which striker? Because that's all you've done is left a big question mark. Where's the London one gone? Has it disappeared? Because it was here. Has it set off? Because it's not live yet. It's just not set off. Okay. I stopped paying attention for 5 minutes. That's good. No name, but apparently there's 3 of us in for him. Oh, wait, hold on. It was hiding. There we go. Away we go to London. Not us, but I mean, do we just pretend it's this one? Maybe? Right, Richard, I'm going to address this one fairly quickly because it's a fairly quick and easy one to address. Let's not go losing our heads over signings that are very probably not happening in the first place. I have absolutely zero belief that we are actually going to do anything in terms of Josh Sargent. That isn't going to happen. And the fact that a lot of people are using it as a reason to get panicked and be like, oh no, what if we end up signing the guy that's not very good? Odds are that isn't going on. So I don't, whatever. He's done a runner. The striker's DCL. Yeah, that's no thank you. Again, with a lot of people screaming as loud as they can that Bamford was too injured to play for Leeds United. If we then get excited at Calvert-Lewin, no. Not for me. Going around defending more than attacking anyway. This is true. Unless we do things right and good and things end up in a positive direction, which I hope they do, but we'll see. Sargent's scoring stats have been stellar in the Champo, but he ain't a Premier League player. Yeah, that's where it gets a little bit complicated, because at what point does a player become good enough for the other? Like, you can do one, what about the original job? One sec. You can have DCL, it's the lad from Nantes, with a 20 million bid. Who the hell's at Nantes? We're up! We're flying! Oh my god! Okay. There we go. We're in the air. Oh, I've waited for this for quite some time. A little bit too long. All right, we're up. Let's hop into this view. There we go. I'm way too satisfied with myself right now. Anyway, yeah, we've currently flown over a Lidl, specifically the Lidl in Seclin, which is a nice looking place in the north of France. Could I fast forward? I wish I could fast forward. Joe the co-pilot. Yeah, this is what I was aiming for. Scared the pilot isn't looking the right way. No, I'm cabin crew is what we're going with. Anyway, we are now flying over the small town of Saintes in France, heading westwards. After we head west, we'll go in a northerly direction. Before crossing the English Channel, I'll tell you exactly when we do so. We will head over the coast before ending up in Leeds in around an hour's time. I hope you enjoy your flight. Thank you for choosing Air Blackburn. There we go. I have no idea how that sounded. But I hope it sounded good. The plane stopped. It better not have stopped. No, Danny, you cannot, because vaping smells, man. Like no one else wants your pineapple scent. All right, let's head back to the exterior shot. There we go, and we'll bring the information in. Right, in terms of the map, we got a little way to go. We're currently here, we're aiming for up here. And we've been travelling since, where's the airport? I don't know, there-ish? There. But you know what, we're gaining altitude. We're travelling at a decent rate of knots, I think. Are we? What's our ground speed? 182 knots. That's not bad. That's not bad. We'll take it. Do me a favour, piss out the windows, we go over Croydon. I don't know if we will go over Croydon. That's part of the problem. This pilot's plane surfing. I know, I'm sorry. Well, currently I'm not even plane surfing. I'm sort of like, I'm holding onto a cable that's coming out the back. And just sort of like looking at a plane from a vast distance, like, oh shit, what's going on? Sorry, Jammy. What? Am I doing the full flight? That was the idea. Yeah, the initial idea was I would do the full flight from its scheduled time. And then it set off really late. So that was fun. But it's all right. We're in the air. We'll get there. That's what counts. We're gonna stick through the entire thing. Do a drift. There we go. We've drifted. Ah dear. Right. Anyway, what sort of do we prefer, interior or exterior? I'll run a poll. What view, interior or exterior? Yeah. When we are coming in over Leeds, by the way, if anyone happens to be under the route, just tweet me a video of the plane going over. That'd be wonderful. I remember we did that with the Tanaka one, and I don't like it'll be nice, you know. Oh, we got a split. We got a pretty big split between interior and exterior. Currently at 71% exterior. We are travelling over the French town of Bethune, which I'm sure is a lovely place. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to move the chat up to here. Oh, we've gone wobbly. So we can see the map down here. Annoyingly, I can't change the size of the map. Unless I can. I don't know. Airports. Yeah, we'll turn airports on so we can see where various airports are. Don't know what airport that is, but it's an airport. Right, so a little bit northeast of it. It'll be Calais, I believe. Yeah, people are leaning heavily towards exterior. Tell the pilot to put the foot down. Okay, I'll do my best, but the issue is on Air Blackburn, the pilot doesn't tend to listen. Sometimes he goes on weird rants about Patrick Bamford and Ilan Meslier, but I'll see what I can do. It won't necessarily work, but I'll try. Right, ground speed is now 232 knots, which is not bad. We're still gaining altitude, which is quite fun. Are we? Yeah. Is that the actual terrain or something Flight Radar have thrown together? It is, I believe, it's actual satellite viewing. However, it doesn't have the lumps of the terrain, I don't think. Does it? Hold on. I wouldn't be able to see the Alps, would I? Yeah, I don't know if it's got the lumps, is the only thing. Joe, I'm finally a pigeon. I am, thank you. I live in Ilkley. Not bad. Not bad. You might be in a reasonable enough spot to get a cheeky little look at the plan as it comes in. Same jet booked to go to Newcastle at 5:30. Ooh. A PJ's just landed at Leeds from London. I'm ignoring that one. I'm ignoring that one because that would have been a very, very short stream. And a far less fun stream than this one. Is lumps a technical term or did you mean contours? I mean, I prefer the phrasing of the lovely little lumps. I've got to be honest. If we're putting it like that, I'm going to lean that way. Current flight's coming in over Ossett and Wakefield and then the city centre. I'm ignoring that one. We're gonna stick on this one throughout because I think this is the one that I've committed to. So this is one that I'm gonna roll with. Is there an in-flight movie? Hold on. Let's have a think. I mean, we can watch the 4 hours of Imola if we want. Oh, that's the landing path. Right, I get you. Hmm. Trying to find something to pop on. There we go. That'll do. If I right get that. Okay, cool. But I need it like small. No, like ah. Okay, if I pop this here, I'm gonna have to keep it shrinking. Hold on. There we go. There's your in-flight movie. It's a Jermaine Beckford interview by Only Leeds Pros. That or we just don't do the in-flight movie. Hang on. There we go. Because we can have an in-flight movie. I just think it makes things a little bit worse. Is there a jump ahead button to get through intros now?
Everyone, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros. It's a pleasure to say we're joined by Leeds United legend Jermaine Beckford. Jermaine, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How you doing?
Sorry, do I need to be in Ireland? Because the amount of like Leedsy events that are happening in Ireland is ridiculous. Nothing happens in Blackpool. There's nothing going on. 44 minutes we can watch the first half of the Stoke game. That's not a bad shout. It's kind of not a great shout because that would absolutely destroy my YouTube on a copyright basis. But on a sort of like general vibesy basis, That's great fun. No one lets Blackpool other than the donkeys. How dare you be so correct? Right, 1 second. Just need to quickly check something. I knew it was going to be that one. Right, okay. Pop that there. Right, let's go to exterior again. There we go. Sure, the donkey's like, oi! That's just mean, Andrew. Why Blackpool? Because I live here. Because it was one of the better places to live when choosing somewhere to buy a house, because it's cheap and it's nice enough. It gets a bad rep that I don't think it quite deserves. Right, what sort of angle are we preferring? Preferring like the low angle? Preferring the higher angle? A bit further out? A bit closer in? I don't know. It's up to you guys. Currently changing drum heads whilst I've got this on the way. What's a drum head? Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Oh shit. Okay. 1 sec. Okay. Right, 1 second. Fairly urgent thing. So I'm gonna have to. I'm still streaming, to be clear. I'm just gonna need to ping someone a message. In a couple of minutes, Evie, can you check WhatsApp for me? Thank you. Sent now. Diverting to T-side, what the fuck, here we go. Yeah, that would be not good. I'm willing to confidently say that would be a bad thing. However, we are currently soaring through the skies at 320 knots. With Leeds about 40 minutes away, which ain't too bad, you know? We're getting a proper shift on at the minute. What's the arrival time? It's estimated at 11:36. This being actually UK time this time. So if anything, right, it's not just warp speed, it's time travel. Because we're arriving 4 minutes before we set off. We're TARDISing now. It's fantastic. We're breaking all of the conventions. Always preferred Braid a bit more family oriented. I'm more of a Whitby kind of guy. I like Whitby. Wait a minute. Oh, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in properly close on the map. Down here. Wait for it. Ooh, hey! We've freed him from France. Bosh. If anything, the Leeds United Foundation, for example, might do a lot of good stuff. Might do a lot of good stuff for charity. However, thankfully, we save people from having to spend time in France. HBFJJ is getting too close for my liking. Oh, he is a bit. No, wait, hold on. That's not how close they are. That's altitude. He's just low down. It's just turned into a Brexit stream. It's not a Brexit stream. It's just an anti-France stream. There's a difference. It's a long-held British tradition to be against the French. So, although France beat us last night, exactly, which is why we need to be anti-France. How's the Women's Euros going, actually? Because I was stuck on a Club World Cup match last night. It was a very good match. Which is why it's a bit of a shame that people, like... I don't know. It's a shame that people are like, this is new. I don't like it. It's quite good. Very weird matches. Right, let's have a check. As long as we're likely to get out of the group, that's what counts. Oh shit. Okay. Never mind. So losing to France means that probably need to beat the Netherlands. Because everyone's going to beat Wales. This is where I'm going to counter that one on the gotta love that FIFA money point with the fact that the reason a lot of people in the UK don't particularly like the Club World Cup idea is because I'm Welsh, you know. Yeah, but you're not good at women's football. Yeah, it's more a case of European fans don't care that much about it. But that's because we've got the Champions League, and we already have the perceived best teams playing against each other. Whereas everywhere else, like South America, North America, African sides, Asian sides, are massive fans of the tournament because they're like, well, no, because now we actually get a chance to say, look, we're quite good on the world stage. Which is fair, because, like, Al Hilal beat City, for example. Who was it that beat Real Madrid in the groups? Did they beat them? No. It was like a Botafogo or something. But there's genuinely very, very good sides. Bill on his Instagram story 80 minutes ago at an airport. We aren't watching him, are we? I hope not. It's not the intention to be. Oil money versus oil money. Yeah, but that's what modern football looks like. And it's a shame, but it just sort of is. Oh well, just packing, getting ready to go to Greece with the grandchildren. I'm not going to watch that flight. I'm going to let you have the privacy in that instance. We are over the UK. Hey, specifically over the Channel Tunnel. Very nice. And we will be heading up the east coast, typically. Probably. Let's have a look. Yeah, last time we went up the east coast. I mean, last time we went around Norfolk, which was weird. Before heading inland. Botafogo beat PSG. There we go, that's the one. Al Hilal and Palmeiras, my tips for glory. Well, we've lost Palmeiras. Quite enjoying this relaxed stream. I'm glad. I'm liking how chill it is. The ref was shocking. I didn't get to watch it. I was watching a different shocking ref. That one looks relatively close. So it's 7,000 feet lower than us, but still, it's nice enough. I like that people like these more chill streams, though. That's fun. That's nice. Nice and chillaxed. Do you see about Musiala? I did. That was an unfun watch. For anyone that hasn't seen, Jamal Musiala had a very, very, very bad incident. Going for a ball, was blocked off from it by a defender with the keeper Donnarumma coming in behind him to try and like scoop up the ball. Donnarumma gets the ball, but his momentum takes him through the back of Musiala right as Musiala is getting to the defender that's blocking him off, which means that his leg goes one way, his body goes the other. Out for 4 or 5 months, if I remember right. Just joined. What's happening? What's happening is we are doing a flight tracking on the Gudmundsson flight, the one that is believed to be Gudmundsson, to be completely clear. It's not 100% him, but there's a pretty damn good chance that it is, and we just thought it'd be nice to have a little bit of a hangout. It'd be lovely. Do you think any of the other flights we placed to? I only guessed one at a time, but a fear for Musiala, I hope it doesn't harm his career. It's thankfully not ligament or like tendon or anything. It's the bone, which it is fair enough, not nice to consider, but the fact that it is the bone means that it isn't the worst injury it could be. Someone asked about how fast the plane is. It was for anyone Leeds. 382 knots, which I believe is the same in miles an hour. Hold on. 382 knots in mph. Oh, never mind. It's 439 miles an hour, which ain't half bad, is it? We're now estimated to come in at 11:40 because for some reason we've been a little bit slower than anticipated, but that's all good. You could have at least made the thumbnail Ryanair. I mean, I tried. I couldn't find a plane at the right angle. Was the problem. Imagine if I did. Imagine if I went with like a Ryanair one as the example, and then just people started losing their mind and were like, "What? What do you mean we're flying in by Ryanair? Leeds, cheaping out again." We are now flying over the Thames, I believe, which is absolutely lovely. I say that. The Isle of Grain? The fuck is the Isle of Grain? Well, other than probably farmland. Headwind. Yeah, headwind. That's a good point. Do you have a plan B regarding what to talk about if he's not on the plane? I mean, regardless, if he isn't on the plane, I won't find out because I won't be able to see the plane. So, unless, is there a webcam at Leeds Bradford? I doubt there's a Leeds Bradford Arrivals webcam. Let's have a look. Oh no. There's gonna be an Arrivals video thing, but it's only starting in 114 minutes, which means that we're not gonna get to see it. Headwind sounds like enthusiasm. Jim. Having a jet watching show should a desperate guard sign players so embarrassing. Mark, my guy, this is literally a sign that I'm not taking things too seriously. This is the most chill stream possible. This is the opposite of desperation. I did similar last year because I was like, that'll be a fun little quirky thing. I'll do the same this year. Like, if I was taking it seriously, would I have made myself a cockpit? If I was genuinely quite scared of everything that was going on, would I have built this nice little environment for myself? Absolutely not. This is an unserious stream. It's fine. Please fly over the North Yorkshire Moors. Miss it so much. I get a feeling that we're not gonna take a diversion just to go over the North York Moors. It'd be nice, but I somewhat doubt it. I'm off, this is shite. Okay, Mark, you will not be missed. It's a nice relaxed stream, my guy. The entire point is it's a nice little chill out on a Sunday morning. If you've not got it in you to chill on a Sunday and take football as a nice relaxed thing that isn't too seriously, that says more about you guys than about us. So shouldn't be looking where you're going. Right, hold on. Is this a better stream? If I just is this better stream content? Hold on. There we go. Right, I've just got to very quickly do that. Right, okay, cool. And then I'll scroll. No, work, you bastard. Okay. Joey, are you mad wearing a knitted jumper in July? It's quite cold, to be honest with you. He's flying over Horsfortham near the runway. I can see it coming in. That's nice. If the plane's empty, it's Major Victor Orr and Cody Gakpo vibes. Honestly, I was sort of... Okay, that was me. That was genuinely devastating. What are we doing? Next gen edits. Hold on. Hello. We're flying. We're on a flight. We're heading from Lille to Leeds. We're taking Gabriel Gudmundsson with us. Nice chair. Thank you. It's very comfy. The best bit about this chair, right? Hold on. I've got to turn around again to sort of prove the point. There we go. The best bit about this chair is it's got nap mode. I love it. Crit show Joe's normal. Click that like button. Yeah, click like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's wonderful. Not had my in-flight meal yet, whereas it's the same place as my breakfast. It's currently at Sainsbury's because it took way longer than we expected to lift off. So glad to see the back of Joe. Right, okay. Just to be clear, right? It has been my front half for a good minute or two already now. And you've been spending quite some time thinking of that pun. And fair enough, I understand it. It's a good pun, but Jesus. I love this, you actually do a jet wash. I did one last year and I was like, you know what? I liked it last time, so let's do it again. Joey having a breakdown on stream? Always. When have I not been having a breakdown on stream? This is a great background noise for a Sunday morning while I have coffee, to be fair. I mean, that's kind of the goal of this. The entire intention was it's just something chill that people can pop on. Be quite nice, you know? Who was the striker we signed from Marseille but didn't get on the plane? That was Bamba Dieng. If I remember right, the list of people that we had definitely signed... Hold on. There we go. The list of people that we definitely signed on that day, and then we ended up having not signed, was Cody Gakpo, and then that didn't happen because he scored too many goals the day before or something stupid. Then Bamba Dieng. And then after that, it was Nanto, which was nice. That was the window in which I ended up running a story on the website I was writing for at the time that went to the very top of Leeds News Now, and this is why you don't trust News Now. Because I wrote a story that got to the top of News Now that the entirety of it was there's an office light on within Elland Road, therefore we'll be doing some business. Yeah, money was tough, man. Where's he now on the map? We are currently over Gildon Morden, Steeple Morden, Littlington, and Bassington, which more specifically is west of Cambridge, which is, let's have a look, down here somewhere. That might be Cambridge. That probably is Cambridge. Jumper's a bit see-through. You can see the playing console. Not through the jumper. That's chair. Unless you can. Is the jumper see-through? The jumper's see-through if I'm moving. More specifically, I can confuse it here. Because it's like, is that microphone? Is it background? I don't know. But if I go to there, I lose a bit of arm. Which is nice. Plane stopped again. No, it's not. We're still going. We're on live data right now. Don't you scare me. Yes, Jim got the outfit and everything. I've just not been supplied with the food to give everyone. Right, if... Next time I do one of these streams, right? If we get to the 20th of July and it looks like there will be a flight that is between Leeds and wherever we're linked with someone, then I will do one of these streams from the Creator Cup. But because you've said that, you're now on hostess duty for it. Do we have a deal? I hope so. Parents are currently there as well. Ah, lovely. Do a Bambidier and turn the plane around. No, we didn't turn the plane around. He just didn't get in it. Which is admittedly not better. Link with Stack. I see we're linked with Doof. I didn't know about the Doof one. I knew about the Stack one. Yeah, I will be completely honest with you. I don't know what's going on with the Stack thing. I've not kept track. Hope Gudmundsson's watching this live. That'd be fantastic. If your name is Gabriel Gudmundsson and you are watching this, hop into the chat. There's about 420 of us. 443 of us, sorry. All waiting to say hello. Should invite Evie on stream and do pilot and co-pilot. The issue is, I don't know if I would be able to do the green screeny thing with Evie. Which makes it a little bit difficult, because then it'd be, I don't know, it would look a bit funky. Which is a shame. Ooh. Thing. Okay. I really don't know where you're looking there. That's fine. It doesn't matter too much. I thought it was on your plane. Can't you just speak with him over the speaker? Sorry. Yep. That's my bad. Can Gabriel Gudmundsson please come into the cockpit to say hello to the stream? There's several hundred people here wanting to say hi. Thank you very much. See you shortly. Also, there will be no food on this service. Our air hostess is currently rocking her PJs, not the uniform. That'll do it. Isn't Malik Diouf a left wing back and not a midfielder? I have no idea, I'll be honest with you. It's the first time I've heard the name Malik Diouf, so... Signings are likely to be Fofana, Stack, Gesam, Paixão and Muniz, then a couple of squad fillers. That's a pretty damn hefty squad. Any more news on players? I will have a quick skim to see if there's anything been learned. And we'll find out, but I don't believe so. That was far too clear that you usually can't hear a word that the pilot says. Oh, sorry. I did try to. I went. Well, this is where it's going to sound like absolute shit. And the microphone for the plane doesn't really come across as audible in the slightest. Also, you're putting on an RAF voice. Spitfires at 6 o'clock. They're friendly lads. However, the Messerschmitt 109 is less of a friendly aircraft. Shoot the bastard down. Like, I'm aiming for sort of RAF World War II pilot voice. Not necessarily landing it, but I'm trying. I went blackberry picking and made some jam yesterday. Rock and roll lifestyle. It's a heck of a lifestyle. I back it. I'll do that for the January transfer window. It's not a bad call. Not a bad call. I feel like my stream's gradually being hijacked, and I'm not mad at it, because it means that I can just sort of bounce off the chat. It's great. Oh, are we losing altitude? I think we're losing altitude. And we are also just north of Birmingham now. Hold on, I'll head back to our exterior view. There we go. How far is he off Leeds Bradford? I've just told you he's roughly Birmingham-ish. Oh, he's here. Definitely the real Gabriel Gudmundsson. Oh my god. So tell us more. How's your time on the plane been? Have you enjoyed the peanuts? How are the pretzels? Did you like that we've gone a little bit off-piste with the snacks? We've done a little bit of beef jerky as well. You enjoying that? Message just asked, "What the hell are you watching? Why is he talking like that? Is Joe tracking a flight?" Oh, yeah. I went a little bit pilot mode for a minute. You have to, you know. Yeah, you are missing a D on Gudmundsson. Don't want to leave Lille for Beast, and he's contemplated turning around. I hope he's not. That made me quite sad. In-flight pilot microphone looks handy. Very nice. I think he knows how to spell his own name. That's a good point. Maybe we're in the wrong. Maybe everyone's been wrong forever about Gudmundsson's name. Maybe we're the problem. Excrement, Jammy. There we go. Yep. One moment. The pilot is currently messaging air traffic control. On a serious note, does anyone know if this player's any good? I believe so. From what I've seen of him, he's a fairly decent player. I honestly don't have too much of a problem with him. We'll go on to the onboard shot and see if that works with interior. It's not too bad. Yeah, we'll roll with this for a few minutes. It is a little bit motion sicknessy in terms of the movement. If the black kit is the third kit, it's the best one today. It's a very nice, very, very nice third kit. This being the black one with like the yellowy trim, right? Need to get him over the line. Stack, Savage or Pope. I prefer Perry again, but a very decent striker, quite a few motto, depth and competition in every position, must not be found lagging behind. I think we'll be alright, I'll be honest. Like, I know that people are a little bit spooked, but we'll be right. What position's Eve playing? She's playing commentator at the moment. I doubt she'll pop on the pitch, but if she wants to, it will have to be not during the match itself, because insurance costs. Things are expensive. What's that popping in behind my head? Hold on. Is that... If I... Oh, my ring light isn't considered part of the background. No! Can you take a picture of the plane coming in live at the end of the runway? You can see it's so low planes coming in. I can't. If anyone can and wants to ping me on Twitter at Joe Blackburn 42, that'd be wonderful. That'd be nice. I'd like it. I really want to see the second and third kits. People already complaining about the quality of the home shirt with poles again. That's not fun. I like the design of it, I've got to be honest. A lot of people don't, but I'm a fan. Who's the other co-commentator? The other co-commentator was Stats, but Stats has had to pull out because of various family commitments that have popped up literally whilst I was on stream. So you may have noticed a while ago, I was like, hold on, I need to send an emergency message to someone. That was about this stuff. It's going to be a case of various players in the game wandering up and saying hello at a few points, which is going to be nice. It's going to do a job. It's going to be fine. Go exterior so we know when you're going over Leeds. I will in a few minutes. We're not even nearly there yet. We're over Nottingham. Don't rush the pilot. Blue Sky Live is doing a live stream of Leeds Bradford. Ooh. Let's have a look. On a serious note, who's your favourite other content creator? Just Joe O'Connor. Can I be completely honest with you? In a way that you might be like, yeah, he's chatting shit. I don't have a favourite. I've got to be honest with you. Like, I watch a bunch of different people's stuff. So I will watch Matty's stuff for the longer form chatting bits like this. I will watch Not Another Leeds podcast because it's just funny. It's like Leeds but panel show. Ought to Know Better is a great place to get a bunch of opinions that I don't agree with. Joe for the news is genuinely relentlessly good and is also a fantastic like dude when it comes to giving advice and stuff. Same for Joe. All sorts. Watching a bit more Connor recently. Yeah, there's not a live for Leeds Bradford. I had a look. It would be great if Perry was on the plane as well. That'd be wonderful. Dropping altitude now. To be clear, it is a deliberate dropping altitude before anyone gets spooked. And I have to leave. Au revoir. You bastard. Let me know if you're going to be on for the F1 later, and then that'd be nice. But sure. Oh, no, but as my favourite with respect always has been. That's fair enough. I'm like 10 minutes from Leeds Bradford, but alas, I really can't be asked. If you're on the flight path, just grab a picture. That'll do. Easy enough. Don't forget marching on with Sean at cricket. I think we'll break our transfer record with a surprise marquee signing. Maybe. I wouldn't mind it if we did, but I'm not going to stress if we don't in the same way that a few people will. Sorry, I've just been sorting a couple of charity match bits. We'll head back to the exterior view. There we go. As we fly our way over the Peak District. Over this way. Don't think I've really explored the Peak District at all. Because then again, it's just a shit Dales, isn't it? And a shit Pennines. What's the point of the Peak District? What's the point of Sheffield? Wait a minute, hold on. Are we coming in from the other direction? We're coming in from the west. No. What position am I playing? I'm playing wherever I am needed. However, at the moment with 2 of our 3 hosting team, I live in Sheffield. Alright, fine, maybe that's the point of Sheffield. Yeah, but with 2 of our hosting team of 3 having dropped out, very, very last minute, I will be doing a mix of commentary and interviewing things, and playing as well where I can. Yeah, it's gonna be spooky, and producing, because just to make sure that everything goes right. We do have an excellent showrunner on board as well, but yeah. It's going to be a case of I will do whatever job I need to at any given moment. Are we coming in over the east of Leeds? Are we turning? Yes, it's just for some reason we didn't want to fly over Sheffield. I say for some reason. For obvious reasons, because Sheffield. Unless it's like a quiet air zone. I don't know. It's weird, we very rarely get flights over Blackpool. Which you'd think like the UK island ones would do quite often. Can people bring their tripods to the Creator Cup? I am not going to make the joke. But yeah, sure. I don't see why not. As long as the rule that I'm going to set is, because people, fine, if you fancy it, get the odd video, you can do pictures, all that kind of stuff. Please do not live stream it. Because if you live stream it, you're just sort of taking away from the actual stream's viewership, and doing that is actively taking money away from the charity, because all the ad revenue from the stream is going to Prostate Cancer UK as well. So sticking around would be absolutely lovely. And also not actively streaming it, but I trust you guys enough to not do that anyway. So also, yes, Dirty Leeds, smash a like, everyone. We're on 209 likes. There's 478 of you here. Let's see how many people pop a like on it before we're done. In total, so far, we've had 3,400 views on this stream. So, let's just it's one button. It's the same as the subscribe button. It's one button. It's down here. And booping on that button gives another 1p to Prostate Cancer UK. It's very, very easy to do. And it helps a hell of a lot of people. Looking at the number of people that are in this stream right now, if I'm guessing, about 60 people will get prostate cancer at some point in their lives, of the people that are currently in this chat. So it's definitely a worthwhile cause for you to throw, at the very least, a like or a subscribe behind. It's worth doing. And getting tickets to the charity match. They're below. They're in the description. There's also a donation link on there, so that'd be lovely. Levakovic is there till 2028. Thank you for letting me know, Nick. I have a feeling you're comfortably behind, but that's okay. We are now playing roughly alongside the M1, which is down there somewhere. Can't find it, but oh, that might be it. Think that is the M1 taking us over in a Leedsy direction. Yeah, that makes enough sense, I think. Need some reporters on the ground at Leeds Bradford. If anyone wants to, go for it. But I will happily take just being tweeted a picture if you happen to be under a flight path. Strange stream, but I'm still watching. I'm glad. I mean, the entire point is it's not a generic transfer stream. It's one of those where we're just sort of like, we're just watching a thing happen, and we're fairly relaxed doing it, and we'll be doing it for another 8-ish minutes. Rumsey's on the runway. Ah, good. Who's better out of... Thank you for subscribing, Andrew Lysacht? I'm sorry if I got that wrong, please correct me. And Wanderlust 10. Who's better out of Savic, Fofana, Perry, Petrovic, I'm guessing you're aiming for, and Pope. Petrovic is probably the better of those. Perry is up there as well. Don't really know enough about Fofana. Savic is very, very good as well, as is Pope. All of those are decent keepers. So I won't mind it. Should fly over my house, we'll try and get a photo. Thank you very much, Sam. We are going somewhat over the dog botherers to the left. It's weird to think that one time I walked from here to over here. It doesn't look that big, but I promise you it feels. I stayed in a travel lodge around here when we did the charity walk, because you could see the stadium. Fairly nice travel lodge, to be fair. That animation needs more cloud. Honestly, I'm glad that we can just see things, because if it was just cloud, then it would, yeah, it'd look a bit iffy. Watching from Dublin, I'm going to the Milan match in August. That sounds good. It's a shame that I can't, but ah well. Bit dippy. It is getting a bit dippy. It's getting a bit lumpy bumpy. But you know what? I don't mind it too much. We have started to head east. Thank you for the subscribes from Richard Mainman and Ross Wilson, by the way. Instead of walking, you should use the plane. It would have been much quicker. It would have, but I think the charity walk entitled "We Took a Flight from Wales to Leeds" ain't gonna do too well. Thank you, Phil, with your insightful comment of poo. Looks like it's going in over Horsforth rather than I said. Yeah, I think we'll be coming in over the city. Over New York City. Cheeky little bit of Dewsbury. Bit of Batley up here. Morley over here and all. Over here, Morley. There we go. I'm a Newport Welsh Leeds follower. Ooh, lovely job there. I love how like Leeds fans are just sort of everywhere. It's very nice. Do a quick refresh, see what. Ooh, we've just crossed 6,400 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Vastly appreciate every one of you. Can't make the Creative Cup.
Can't make
20th.
CC footy on 20th, but making a contribution.
Thank you, Paul. I forgot that it did that. I forgot that I put what's it called? Text to speech on. But thank you, Paul. I do appreciate that. 5. I mean, embassy. Does it pop over my way? I don't know. I thought you said embassy for a moment there. I got confused. It'll be heading northwards now. Over Rothwell. Down here. Flight past IKEA. Wonderful every day. It's not passing IKEA every day. It's passing IKEA every once in a while. Love this stream, very unique. Thank you very much, Tim. Just gone over Outwood. My posh Sunday voice. Yeah, I decided to make it Welsh because all of the sort of like generic ones were I wasn't the biggest fan of them because they all felt more AI. Whereas if you add a bit of Welsh to it, it makes it feel a bit more like scuffed. See it over Rothwell. Ooh, lovely. So close now, indeed. Going past IKEA, we would have liked that. I know, it was a way of making him feel at home. That's the reason we took that like westward route. When will we know if he's actually on board? That is a very good question. And would you like the honest answer? We won't. We won't. We'll have an idea if he signs tomorrow. If it's confirmed. But honestly, there's no way of confirming it. Where's Church? Church is over this way somewhere. Wait, hold on. Over this way somewhere. No, I can't zoom in enough to spot it. Right, directly ahead of us is the centre of Leeds. Okay. That looks Headingley-ish. Because it's two big patches of green. Which means we're looking a bit south of Headingley. Oh, if it was there, maybe? Is it that patch? Or is it that patch? Stop lumpy bumping. Be gentle. Be gentle, my good steed. Alright, hold on. It should be to the left now. somewhere. Oh, the bloody hell's Elland Road? That'd be behind us now. Elland Road. There, found it. There we go. That'll do. Right, coming in over Leeds. Headingley, directly below us now. But as mentioned earlier, if anyone can get a cheeky little look at the plan as it is coming in, that'd be wonderful. If we didn't get another player for the signing, do you think we could stay up? It'd be difficult. I'm getting hungry. I'll speed it up a bit, please. I am also getting hungry, CB. Just seen it out my window. Ooh. It's quite sad that I'm one of the people that isn't going to see it. It's upsetting. Can we see him through a window if you zoom in? It'd be a lot of zoom in, and you'd need to be on the right side. I can't wait for the comments on this stream afterwards. It'll just be people like, this was pointless. Yes. Yes, it was. That was half of the point. Right, let's see if I've been tweeted any pickies of the plan. If not, that's all good. Sam got a photo. Go into area for the landing. Okay, fine. In we go. I need to focus now. There we go. I need to do the piloting on the way in. Let's bring the mic a bit closer as well. 625 of you are currently here, which is genuinely a ridiculous number. So just pop a like on the stream if you haven't yet. That'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you've not. Again, I keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying this. Every subscriber is another 1p to Prostate Cancer UK. If everyone in this chat subscribed, then it'd be £6.25, which would be absolutely wonderful. It would be the equivalent of getting a ticket to the Creator Cup, which you can get a link to down below. And we have oh shit! Hold on, a little bit of turbulence on the landing. Anyway, there we go. If you're the 49s, who do you go and get for a 10 out of 10 window to give us the best chance of survival? I wouldn't mind Pie Show. Pie Show would be fantastic. I will not be telling my wife I watched this. Good to know that I am I'm a guilt watch. That's nice. But yeah, there we go. Bumpy landing, but we made it. And yeah. Enjoyed that stream. That was fun. Confirmed he just waved at me. Nice. I'm going to wait until it finishes taxiing. And then, yeah, we're on the ground. Yeah, in theory, we've got no idea if he's on this plane. But taxi to church, that'd be wonderful. Pointless but entertaining, and everyone's been great in chat. That's kind of the point. Are we streaming the rest of the flights? Absolutely not. Joe, the dirty little secret no one knew. What? I am so confused. Is there any webcam at least? I had a look, but it didn't work out. Anyway. That'll do. So, pilot going off road. It's fine. I'm not that. The thing is, I'm not turned around anymore, so it doesn't quite work anymore. Whole thing's very confusing. Anyway, that was fun. I was walking the dog whilst you were doing the jet watches. I'm glad. Good work, Captain. You still need a hat. If I do another one of these, I will do it with a hat. I'll make that deal with you guys. It's unexpected but strangely enjoyable. I'm glad. Right. Okay. So the plane is taxiing. Thank you for flying Blackburn today. It's been a slightly delayed flight, but we made it in the end. Hope you all enjoyed. No, nobody clapped upon the landing. However, due to the significant amount of people reaching the Mile High Club, there was a vast amount of the clap upon landing. Hope you all enjoyed. Pop a like on the stream if you did. Subscribe if you haven't yet. You can even become a channel member. For £2.99 a month, you get a bunch of videos and stuff early on. And yes, the flight is now over. Please depart from your exits here, here, and here. And yes, I will see you next time. Toodaloo. Hope you enjoyed. And I might do another video later. We'll find out. Ta-ra.